Hello my friends, it is Friday, July 16th, and boy have I been busy. So first of all, I have finished that spring fling. So that's number 7 of those I've done. I'm not saying that is going to be the last one, but I definitely need a break, although I would like to make 2 more. Anyways, I'm going to post pictures of it right here. So that is number 7. And while I was doing number 7, and I was in the thick of it, and I want to say this was maybe about 10 days ago, I got a text message on Facebook from this one amigurumi designer, and he had put out a notice several months ago, I think, saying he was looking for pattern testers, and I said, woohoo, I'd love to be a pattern tester. Well, by the time I get up from bed, which is usually around 12, between 12 and 1, that post had already been up for a while, so he already got all his people, and so he said, sorry, but I'll think about you in the future. Okay, so the future happened about 10 days ago, and I get a text message from him saying, are you still interested? And I said, woohoo, yes, I'm definitely still interested. So, while I was working on the spring fling, I got one test pattern to do, which had 3 little amigurumis, and of course I can't show you anything. And so I did those, and I hadn't even finished those, and he put out another request for testers. He has a private group, so he a private Facebook group, so he just put out the notes on there saying, here's my next pattern to test. Whoops. So I said, I'll do it, and he said, okay, just finish the first one. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll be done in a day. So then I did the second one, and I think I just barely got done with the second one, and he comes out with the third one that he needs tested on. So I basically have done 5 amigurumis plus finish a spring fling, so it was like I did a marathon in 5 little sprints. Anyways, I think I can say who it is. I just can't say what I tested. I can't show you. But the guy's name, well, his company and what he publishes under is Zabbez, Z-A-B-B-E-Z, and you can find his patterns on Ravelry. He has books of his patterns, but they're all in Dutch, so I was on the English team going through the patterns as they were being translated into English, making sure everything was okay. So, yeah, so I've done 3 of his patterns, and one of the patterns had 3 parts, so, or 3 little amigurumis, and so yeah, I've been doing that. And then I went and I bought one of his patterns, which I haven't made yet, but it's a Christmassy one, so I'll make it and add it to my Christmas stuff. But yeah, look him up, and you know, you might want to like his Facebook page, and then if he ever puts out a test or a request for more testers in the future, you'll get a notification, and you can just let him know, hey, yes, you'd be interested in doing some of the English tests. I don't know how many languages he's trying to put his patterns into. He's Dutch, so like that kind of put me off from ever buying his book, was because it was in Dutch. Although I kind of think that I just need the numbers. Just give me the numbers, I'll figure out the rest. But now that they're being translated into English, I'm very happy. So I got an English one of this pattern that I wanted. And while I was on Ravelry buying patterns, I finally bought the pattern for a Grinch pattern that I liked. And I've been saving my Craftsmart Never Enough Kiwi. I've like one skein left. And I was saving it, excuse me, to do a Grinch. And I finally found a Grinch pattern that I liked. So I bought that on the same day as I bought the Zabez. I think it's a Crystar. It's a little figurine with a poinsettia headdress and poinsettia leaf cape. Anyways, it's really cute. So yeah, I was so excited to be chosen to be a tester. I mean, really, I just feel like I've tried to be a tester so many times for so many people, and I just never get accepted. It's that old, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. So I'm so happy I get to test now. And it's just kind of nice to do amigurumi again, although I will just be giving it all away. In fact, when I go on my trip pretty soon, I'm going to take all my amigurumi that doesn't have a specific designated person to go to, and I'm going to give them to my friend that I'm meeting with, a friend who and we're going to be celebrating 50 years of friendship, and I don't know how many grandchildren she has now. It's got to be 16 or 18, but I'm just going to give them to her and say, just divvy them up among the grandkids, because, well, I don't want to move with those amigurumi, and there's no reason for me to hold on to them anymore. So I'll be shifting them off. And speaking of moving, in my last video I showed a house that the landlady put a bid in on, but there's just no way that we're going to get that house. It went for well over $1 million, believe it or not. And so yeah, so tomorrow we're going to go into a section of LA and sort of like in the mountainous part of LA, and we're going to be looking at 4 different properties. I don't know that we're going to go in though. We're just going to maybe look. I don't know. We went to a property yesterday, and we got to the front door, and I don't know quite how to explain this story without getting censored by YouTube. But let's just say I refuse to go in because of the restrictions that they were placing on the people who were coming in the door. So I said, nope, I'm done with that kind of nonsense. And so I sent the landlady in by herself, and she decided the house was too small anyways. So we're going to continue looking. And so that's really what's going on here. You know, now that I have finished that Afghan, I feel like I can maybe start to put my life in order again, because when I'm working on one of those, just everything goes out the door. Just my life, the rest of my life just kind of stops. So yeah, this floor needs to be vacuumed really bad. And I wanted to give you an update on the condition of my foot. No, I didn't go to the doctor because I know that I just tore something and it just needed time to rest and heal. And I think the landlady finally got that picture. So I have been resting it, and it is pretty much healed up now. So I'm walking a whole lot better and don't really have that much discomfort with it anymore. But really just kind of took it easy for about 10 days with like little to no driving. And even last week, when I started to rest it more, I finally was able to go to the grocery store and walk around. And now I was wearing my Crocs. And normally I don't wear the Crocs off the property because I just don't consider them great shoes for just wearing out and about. But I was able to drive in them. I was able to walk around the grocery store in them with little discomfort. And I've started wearing the new sandals. And like I drove the landlady to meet with her friend for lunch today, and so I drove in those sandals, and then I walked around afterwards, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not walking really fast, but I'm not concerned. Oh, hey, okay, you can just go then. I'm not concerned so much anymore about being able to walk down the terminal, so anyhow, that's good news. And I guess that's about it for right now. And as soon as I can show you the amigurumi, I will, but it might be a little while. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.